Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Listen, the wait is over. The XRPL's EVM sidechain just went live. It's bringing MetaMask Solidity and 3-second blocks straight to the XRP ledger. Today, we're going to break down what this means for gas fees, cross-chain liquidity, and how you can deploy a smart contract with XRP as the fuel. Is this the moment the XRPL turns into a full-blown DeFi hub? Listen, grab your favorite wallet like Kepler, bring your questions, and let's dive into the biggest upgrade XRP has ever seen. Let's get into it. What in the world just happened? The XRPL EVM sidechain announcement from Pierce's. It just went live. Crazy. I did not expect that. Did not expect that thing to go live. I think it's interesting on the timing of that XRPL EVM sidechain going live, in reference to Flare Networks and what they're going to be doing with XRP Fi. That is interesting to me, to say the least. But it is, it is what it is. I mean, there's massive news coming from Robinhood. We'll get into a little bit of that. Some very sad news for Link2 holders. Unfortunately, this is not great news. It's looking like the bankruptcy, the Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection announcement is coming for Link2. That's what it's looking like to me. John Deaton's going to do a Spaces on tomorrow. We'll talk about that on the channel as well. But the big news for me, this XRPL EVM sidechain going live. Um, Kepler's wallet is a good one to kind of get into that. But now people got to come and build. Now, remember, Pierce's and others, I think Ripple X was saying that these D apps were waiting. They were just waiting for that mainnet to go live. It's live. Let's see what these D apps, we should be hearing announcement after announcement after announcement about this particular app on the XRPL EVM sidechain, that particular app, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to get into it. Now, listen, this live stream is kind of inspired by Jungle Inc.'s post. I'm going to cover that post as well. My dude over there is doing his thing. And so we're going to get into it. I think, this could be great. For sure, it's going to be interesting to see, because I really, really do believe that builders have been waiting for an opportunity to tap into the XRP liquidity. We're talking about 100 and something billion, 120 billion, whatever it is, 128. Builders have been waiting for the opportunity to tap into this liquidity. And yeah, I think it's good. By the way, should we grab some Hood stock, some Robinhood stock? I don't know. Should we? I think it's 150% in the last 6 months. That's not bad. It's not like you're missing something. I mean, in April it was $35. Now it's 95. I don't know. I don't know what you say about that. You missed out on something. Did we miss out on something or not? But it's proven like to me that Robinhood, I don't know, not financial advice, but it's feeling like something good to own. It's feeling like something good to own. Again, I don't know, but it's feeling like it. Interesting stuff. They got some big plans, and I don't know. Maybe it's gonna feel like, man, got that Robinhood for under $100. Got that Robinhood for under $50. Some of you guys, some of the Link2 people, I don't know, man. Got Link2 at some pretty good prices. It's not looking good if it gets to Chapter 11 bankruptcy, but we'll get into that as well. Should we go with the market? I don't know. Maybe we should. Let's see what this. Oh, there it is, guys. Do me a favor, hit that like button on the way in. That'd be really, really cool. And we're gonna go over the market this time because let's do a little something, something. We'll cover it. Let me refresh CoinGecko, and so we can get the latest and the greatest there. 30%. Yeah. So we're gonna get into that. We'll cover the market a little bit, for sure. But listen, the XRPL EVM sidechain mainnet is live. Yeah. Again, let's see what's on it. Let's see what's gonna come on to it. We'll see. Hash flow. Man, remember hash flow back in the day? Drift protocol. Okay. All right. Let me refresh CoinGecko. Bitcoin's around 107K. We'll get into that as well. It's good to see Vivo Power doing a little bit of a comeback. Man, I'm telling you, I was beginning to worry. It's beginning to worry a little bit. Just a little bit. Uh, yeah, this chat is not up. What is going on right now? Chat's not up. The live stream's got a little bit of errors. Let me see if it is here. It's there. Errors, like errors, not errors. Errors. What's going on, Pookie Pookie? How are you, my friend? XRP is heating up. DAI promoted Link to so hard. Yeah, that's the biggest challenge that I had in reference to Link to was the influence and how they promoted it. Not that they promoted it, but how they promoted it. I felt as though, um, especially in relation to Flare, especially in relation to Flare, I just felt like it was, you know, I don't know, 100-to-1 promotion of Link to and I Trust Capital to Flare or to just XRP. It's just, people get caught up in stuff. So it's not for me to promotion. It was for me, how do you talk about Link to more than you talk about Flare Networks? That was my thing. Because one was clearly, you know, tried five product, blah, 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 blah. And one was more crypto native. So, I mean, I have a lot of, I have several issues with DAI and Brad Kimes, but that, that was one of them. Kind of that proportion of the what is the word I want to use? The ratio of promoting, the ratio, not the fact that they were promoting LinkedIn, the ratio in comparing to promoting something truly for the XRP holders like Flare. So in any case, so I'm looking like I'm going to have to use this stream here instead of my analytics screen because yeah, the chat is not cooperating over there. I'm gonna refresh it. Maybe it'll come up. But yeah, appreciate you guys checking in. The XRPL EVM sidechain is live. The market is doing a little something, something. I did a video. It took me 2 days to upload this video to my Patreon. So apologize to the mastermind group there. Couldn't put anything up. It just was not uploading. But I did a video about cash flow. You got to fund it, follow the money. Where is the money going to flow to, or what is the money flowing into? And for me, you got to think, you got to be steps ahead, 2, 3 steps ahead. XRP ETF is it. Look, the XRP ETF is going to happen. Now, is it a maybe? Will it happen? Nah, bro. The XRP ETF is going to happen. Are you going to be ahead of it or behind it? It's going to happen. So for some people, that might be increasing their position in XRP. I don't know. For some people, it might be taking advantage of XRP treasury companies. That was for me, right? I did. We invested heavily. We lost because of Celsius, a lot of the XRP, but we already invested heavily. We still have like a significant amount for us. It wasn't necessarily getting more XRP. Look, will it hurt? Probably not. It won't hurt. Certainly won't hurt to get more. Um, but the XRP ETF is going to happen. Got XRP Fi happening with Flare Networks. We got the XRP EVM sidechain going live, right? Where's money going to be going? Right? You want to be ahead of that, in my humble view. So I shared that with the Patreon. Again, I tried to share it 3 days ago, but it just went upload. So now I'm sharing it with you guys as well. I didn't get a chance to upload that to the Patreon until today, but that's what it's about. Following where the money is flowing. Following where the money is flowing for sure. So we may leverage a little lending borrow and to get more XRP. We may do that. But certainly for us, I don't see why I would want an XRP ETF. I don't think so. But a treasury stock play for me is it's more appealing if done correctly. It's higher risk, right? Because you're talking about companies, infants. What's the word? Uh, infant stages, right? Just young, early companies. It's trickery. You could talk treasury all you want. You could talk XRP or Bitcoin or Solana all you want, but that's an early company, so it's high risk. So I'm betting on the Saudi prince and that $100 million, and the person from Ripple is on that board of that Devo Power, and he was, he's a TradFi. He's a growing a company. He's a growing the stock of a company dude. That's what he does. That's his expertise. So I'm kind of betting on that, but we'll see. We will see. So that's the play that we did. Look, we didn't have very much coin. Yes. Was it up 190%? Yes. I probably should have kept some, but I didn't. I went. In fact, it's funny too because ChatGPT told me to keep some that I didn't. It told me to keep some. It is doing well right now, right? It's doing pretty well right now. What's David 8769? What's going on? Yeah, John Deaton went heavy on Link too. He went heavy. And look, it's again, it's not so much about the companies fold. Companies, the success rate of companies in the United States is abysmal. So, like, it's horrible because the system is rigged against you. It's horrible. Everything is geared towards those Mag 7 companies. Everything, rules, strategies, it's all geared towards the Mag 7. Why? Because BlackRock and State Street and Vanguard own everything. So it's all geared to them. So to those companies, it's not the S&P 500, it's like the S&P 7, right? And so it's hard for startups to win. So I don't know what was the nefarious stuff, if any, but apparently it's looking like Link 2 is, it's looking to me, and I said this about a week ago, that they are going to file a Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. And guess who that protects? Link 2 and officers at Link 2. It does not protect the what I call the customers, the retail, the people. It protects the company. That's the risk that you take when something goes sideways. They don't have crypto rules. It's traditional finance rules, and that Chapter 11 protects the company. It does not protect the people. It's unfortunate. So that's a really, really big deal. And what happens is, as it is, you try to do things the right way until you get a hole, until you're bleeding. There's a hole in the ship, and then what do? You you edge up to that line that you should not be crossing. You inch up a little bit closer. You inch up a little bit closer. Next thing you know, you cross the line. Like doing stuff for non-accredited investors that they were not allowed to do, right? And they're trying to bring in money. You know, they didn't do things the right way. You know, it's unfortunate because again, everything is set up for the Max 7. Why can't a regular company have regular investors? Just regular person. Why do they have to be accredited? Right? Yeah, you got to get the whole game. Why is there accredited investors that looking out for you and me? No, bro. It's not. They use it as a guise to keep all the profits to themselves, let them get the first 5, 10, 15x, and then sell you the sloppy seconds. That's the way the system is set up. Got to get it. Now, if you're cool with that, cool. But you got to understand that is the way the system. It's not for protection. Accredited investor is not for protection for you. It's not protection for you. So you just gotta understand that. And so that's what happens, right? You got a company, it's just a CEO and some dudes. They go up. We're behind. We're not getting enough money in. What else can we do? And they tippy toe right up to that line, with that they should not cross, and hoping that they'll catch up and hoping that they'll be able to plug the hole. But the system is rigged against them. That no one ever asked why is the startup business such a massive abysmal. The success rate is terrible. No one really asked why. Oh, it's just kind of the way it is. No, the system is rigged against them. The system is rigged against them. And it's rigged in favor of State Street and Vanguard, Black Rocks of the world. Kind of what it is. What's going on? Joe Buddy at Joe Buddy. Is Joe here? I don't see Joe here. Why do I see at Joe Buddy? Is that Joe? Is that you? Why is it saying at? I don't know. What's going on there in there, H? Yeah, everything's saying at here, which is so strange. Yeah, chat's messed up. Let me see what's going on over here. Yeah, why is that saying at? Very odd that it says at. Very odd. Good afternoon, there in there, H. Joe Buddy, what's up, my friend? Joe says getting their dollars back 100% is not the worst thing in the world, but they should be forced to give the shares to the accredited investors only, not the unaccredited that they sold to. Well, yeah. Here's what I say, Joe. If they go into Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, there is no 100%, right? So you think about this for a second. You work hard, you do your time, your energy and resources, and you invest, and you just get the money back that you invested. And the world just says, no, it really didn't go up 300%. No, not really. It really didn't. So you invested early for the 200 and the 300 and the 400. You took a chance and a shot for it. And by the way, I don't know if they're even getting their dollar money to them. Now, I heard some people say that they are getting the dollar, and some people saying they're not getting their money. So, Chapter 11 bankruptcy is brutal, and it is not for the investors. Even if the company wants to do something for the investors, Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, it's just not good. It's unfortunate if it goes that way. It really is. It's unfortunate but that seems like where it's going. And I mentioned this like a week ago, Joe. I said, if they bought in a company restructure, dude, that generally means it's going to Chapter 11 bankruptcy. It's kind of sad. What's going on, Goose? We all see the ad. So a YouTube problem. I'm guessing that's right. Goose, probably what it is. Yeah, yeah, right. They're not going to get the 5X and the 3X. Right. Right. They're not going to get that. Right. And so what was the point? You know, yeah. I don't know how long they had stuff, but I know I can tell you that on their dollars, they're losing 12% a year if they just getting their dollars back. So yeah. hmm Joe says, I'm dealing with a crypto bankruptcy with Vault. I remember Vault. Yeah. Yeah. And see, but that's yeah. And the crypto bankruptcy is brutal. It's going to be interesting to see how this does. But I hope that um you know they'll get some semblance, or they won't get as a bad off scenario as Celsius holders and BlockFi, whoever else filed that bankruptcy. That was a really brutal end. Although Tether lost their Tether Tether. owes about 57,000 Bitcoin to the Celsius estate. 57,000. Yeah. They tried to have the case dismissed, um, but that got rejected. So if Celsius can get some of that 57, that's like $6 billion. If they can get that, because Celsius, Tether pulled a little hoodwink and bamboozle on Celsius with that Bitcoin. So we'll see how it goes. Uh, let me go over this. Let me go over this news here. Let me share Jungle Inc.'s post. My guy Jungle. Then I'm going to share the XRPL EVM sidechain news. Then I'll share who's um, Pierce's. I'll share Pierce's. All right. Yeah, because there's not a whole lot here from the Pierce's one. Let me share that first. Then I'll share with Jungle Inc.'s. It's time. We are proud to announce that the XRPL EVM sidechain is now live on mainnet. It's coming from Pierce's Technology. After 3+ years of research and development with Ripple, the network is live, providing native XRP with unlimited new capacities to flow across the entire Web3. And it really is important to note that the native token for this XRPL EVM sidechain is XRP. So understand that, creating demand for the asset is creating demand for the asset. And if demand for an asset is on the XRPL EVM sidechain and is not on the main XRPL, then it's not. I believe as an XRP holder, let me say, I want demand for the asset. Okay. I want demand for the asset. That's what I want. So, oh, by the way, guys, say happy birthday to Miss CryptoCeej. It's her birthday today. Say happy birthday, Miss CryptoCeej. So, after 3+ years of research and development with Ripple, the network is live, providing native XRP with unlimited new capacities to flow across the entire Web3. Deploy and interact with EVM smart contracts and interoperate with the entire crypto ecosystem. Now it's your turn, says Pierce's. Developers, you can now deploy, integrate, and list XRP in your protocols. Of what? Why did it mess up? Oh. Now it's your turn, developers. You can now deploy, integrate, and list XRP in your protocols. The XRP army is waiting for it. This is just day one. Expect wallets, infra providers, and dApps to join progressively. We'll be posting updates. So we'll see. We'll see. This is all right. So I did that. Many thanks to all the contributors who made this possible, like Axelar and Common Prefix. Common Prefix? What is that? The prerequisite for ledger safety. All right. And Cosmos and many others on collaborating to opening a new era of possibilities for the XRPL ledger. You can see all the details on the XRPLEVM.org. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let me get Jungle's thing here. Share my dude. His post. Again, creating demand for the native asset, I think, is everything. Jungle writes here, the XRPL EVM sidechain is live. XRPL's biggest leap yet. The EVM sidechain is now live. Ethereum's tools meets XRP's fast, cheap payments. The XRPL EVM sidechain extends the capabilities of the ecosystem without changing the fundamentals that make the XRPL reliable. Now it's from David Schwartz. So you can deploy Solidity smart contracts via MetaMask and Hardhat. XRP is the native gas token, right? So there's a lot of Solidity builders out there that are now be able to tap into the XRP liquidity. Bottom line, XRP liquidity, XRPL community, et cetera, et cetera. XRP is a native gas token. 25+ validators on the proof of authority consensus. 3.4 block times, fast blocks, low fees. Built on XLR with cross-chain connection to 80 plus chains. And there's going to be Solana and Ethereum as well, not just the Cosmos ecosystem. So Solana and Ethereum as well. And I'll share why that's going to happen. Which I think is coming. It says wormhole is coming. Why it matters. The XRPL is now a true cross-chain DeFi hub, institutional grade infrastructure with mass market interoperability. Anything you can build on Ethereum can now run on the XRPL with faster speeds, lower costs, and access to XRP's deep liquidity. New developers, liquidity, and dApps are arriving, expanding XRPL beyond payments into a broader, faster DeFi future. The future of finance. So, everybody's talking about it. Here's Axelar Network live now. Axelar is the core platform linking the ledger, XRP ledger, the new XRPL EVM plus native XRP token to the world. Web3 users and XRP holders can bridge ETH, XRP, USDC today using the Squid router. Builders can leverage GMP in multiple chains. GMP is an Axelar tool or feature, and in multi-chain smart contract calls. So this is pretty much the same thing. Let me go this real quick. Yeah, this is pretty much what Jungle said. Right. The XRPM sidechain, XRPL EVM sidechain brings Ethereum programmability to the XRP's trusted foundation. 12 years of uptime, 6 million wallets, native aggregated liquidity, compliance, ready infra, which is big. Infra providers is Axelar for first cross-chain connectivity, Squid router, cross-chain transfer UI app between the XRPL and the EVM sidechains. Band protocol, okay. Interesting here. Let's talk this apps. Application partners coming soon. Strobe Finance coming soon. DeFi lending and over collateralized borrowing on the XRPL. All right, it's coming soon from Strobe Finance. Okay, interesting. We'll see. Vertex protocol, high performance derivatives trading with capital efficiency. It's coming soon. Secured Labs, a decentralized margin trading protocol. Interesting. These are the ones they're promoting. Blockchain tooling and indexing platforms. Data indexing, EVM block explorer support. Cool. These are live integrations, real apps, and the foundation for the next generation of XRPL DeFi. So just keep a note of that. I'm going to see what's going on with Strobe Finance. We'll see what it looks like. I like the lend and borrow. We'll see how that will go. We'll see how that goes. Squid router, I've used Squid before. Again, interesting. That type of deal for me. But I want to point this out. Look, I said it once, I'll say it again. For me, my XRP will go by way of Flood Network for SRP5, lending and staking and all that stuff. That's for me. But other people might want to use the XRPL EVM sidechain and kind of go that route. So, but it's great to see some stuff, right? Right. Strobe Finance is coming. These things that I mentioned are coming. Strobe Finance, Vertex Protocol, and Secured Labs are coming. We'll see. We'll see how that is going to go for sure. XRP5 is coming, right? End of summer, right? That was the word on the street. So we'll see how that goes as well. We'll see how that goes as well. So interesting. Doppler Finance, the XRPL EVM sidechain will unlock a wide range of new opportunities for XRP5. That's from Doppler Finance. Moy Finance is out here. I mean, remember Pookie, I'm asking like, where's Moy Finance? What's up? What are you doing? What they got going on? So I was big fans of Moy Finance. What we got going here? Moy Finance, XRPL, EVM mainnet is live, and so is our next chapter. Moy Finance 2.0 brings a new concentrated liquidity manager pool there, DEX to the XRPL EVM. Get ready for deeper liquidity, better yields in a new era of DeFi. So we'll see. We'll see what that's going to look like because Ripple X didn't mention Moy Finance. So we'll see. But I was there early on Moy, but we'll see. Medic, Sui, Maxi. Yeah. So let me go to the Squid router post. Let me do this. Here it is right here. This is from Squid Router. The XRP ledger has settled billions since 2012. Today it plugs into the rest of crypto. The XRPL EVM sidechain is live, bringing Ethereum, Solana, and Bitcoin. Say it again. Bringing Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin, and Cosmos straight to XRP. Swap, build, explore. Now live on Squid for everyone. So, interesting. I'm not sure if I would go. Yeah, but anyway, if you guys want me to cover the Squid router and how it works, let me know. Crypto Writer has something to say about it as well. XRP Ledger, Axelar, XRP Squid. With all these new integrations and partnerships, I bet you are pretty much overwhelmed. Yeah. So he gave a little, Crypto Writer does a good job trying to make things as simple as possible. But in the end, there it is. What just happened today is nothing less than the complete onboarding of the XRPL to the vast and entire Web3 blockchain ecosystem, plus bridging protocols and available liquidity, all via this XRPL EVM sidechain, Axelar, and Squid. What does this mean in practice? Good question. New tokens on the XRPL DEX bridged by Axelar. Literal, in parentheses, and easy any-to-any swaps via Squid. So XRP is going to be in that Squid, that swapping thing, which is going to be good. Liquidity for the entire Web3 ecosystem via Coral. Bridged XRP accessible on 80+ chains through XRPL EVM, right? So you're going to see this asset and demand for this asset is going to be liquidity pools all over the place. All over the place is going to be LPs with XRP. Why? Because it's 128 billion, right? Market cap. So just understand that. We'll see how it's going to go in terms of the LPs and things like that. So cross-chain access, key features and benefit, connects the XRPL to the XRPL. Why it matters, brings liquidity, users, and tokens into the XRPL from the broader ecosystem. XRP utility unlocked. Enables native XRP to move cross-chain and be used in swaps and DeFi and yield apps. Why it matters, and makes XRP more usable, valuable, and visible across chains, not just stored or traded on centralized exchanges, which is awesome. So shout out to Crypto Writer for that. Let me put this link in here in the chat if you guys want to read further into that. Nice job by Crypto Writer. There's a link. Goose said happy birthday, baby. David said happy birthday. Miss CryptoCeej says thank you. So there's the link to that as well. Guys, do me a favor, hit the like button on the way in. That'd be really, really cool. We always like to have just as many likes as we got viewers in the stream. Again, all of these things for me say one thing: creating and expanding demand for the native asset XRP. So it's a good day to be an XRP holder for sure, it's a good day to be an XRP holder. So absolutely pumped up about that. And speaking of being an XRP holder, I think we should touch a little. Look, to me, I'm really, really excited about Firelight coming to Flare Networks and providing that measure of staking and other things for XRP holders. Really, really, really excited about that. Really, really excited about that. So I can't wait for that thing to get up and running. I think that's going to be a game changer. I just think, again, um, the Flare Networks ecosystem is doing things different, and I like their approach. I'm not going to say better. They're doing a different thing, and I like their approach. And the people who build on Flare networks, I think they're going, they align with Flare Networks' approach to true scalability, decentralization, and security. And also for me, this, more trustless, uh, you know, a less intermediary type approach, staying in custody of your assets and these different things like that. Again, it's kind of an ethos, and my way of thinking aligns more of what Flare is doing as opposed to what others are doing. So that's kind of where I sit. But thank God we have options, right? We got options now with our XRP that we just not have had before. I try to tell people about Solana, you know, and people didn't understand it. They were thinking meme coins and all this. They missed it. I mean, they missed it, but they missed it when I was saying what it was now, because everything is kind of, people don't dig into stuff. They just kind of get crypto X instead of digging into. You got to look at the numbers. You got to look at the network adoption curve and why it matters. The wallets, the builders, by the way, just got word that a week or two ago, the builders on Solana surpassed those on freaking Ethereum. No, yeah, huh? You going to Starbucks? Just my cake. I get. I have coffee already. You know which one I get? Your cake. Yes. Thank you. So you know what I'm saying? So those are the things for me. Those are the things for me. And just a simple question: which assets is TradFi, BlackRock, Fidelity, blah 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 blah? Which assets are they talking about in the ETF world? Right. So you gotta, where's the money going into, and where is it going? Right. That's a massive clue. I know, this ABC coin could 20x and it could 40x if the moons and the stars aligned. I get it. But where is the money flowing into? And remember, institutions are coming with 10, 20, 50, and $100 billion of liquidity. Retail is not. So far as I know, it's Bitcoin in the immediate future, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, when it comes to the ETFs, right? And what happened after Bitcoin's ETF? Bitcoin treasury company strategies, right? Solana said, okay, I am going to do the strategy things now, treasury strategies, because ETF is coming. Smart move by that company that did that. There's two or three of them. XRP treasury companies ahead of the ETF. So just, right, where's the money flowing? Right? XRP ETFs are coming. It's too big of a market. It's 128 billion. It's coming. TradFi loves the fact that there's everything about the XRPL is appealing to big money. It's just the bottom line, man. It's just, I don't know what else to say. It's just the bottom line. Anything of value in 3 to 5 seconds for less than a penny, that's appealing to retail person. That they're happy to go from $1 in gas fees to 10 cents or 5 cents or 4 cents. But we talking about billions of dollars, they like that 0.001. You understand? They love it. And in 3 to 5 seconds, yeah, they like it. They like it, right? So where's the money flowing? That's kind of how I look at stuff. And so important to note, right? 90% bucket, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, or a combination thereof. 10% bucket, mid caps, low caps, you know, that kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I see it. All right. So uh what did I want to share? Oh, their Robinhood news was big. Let me see also what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me see what else I wanted to share. Let me pull it up here before I share the screen. Cover Squid, cover my guy Jungle. Oh, I wanted to talk about Firelight. I don't know, man. I'm excited for it. Looking forward to it. Let me share the screen. Got a little look at what the UI is going to look like. Here it is right here. Getting a closer look at what we're crafting. Get a closer look at what we're crafting. Comprehensive video tutorials coming soon. So let's see here. We got going on here. We got a little tab for Flare mainnet, which means there's going to be other mainnets. What we got? The volts, positions, volts, deposit withdrawals. In this particular vault, staked XRP, the TVL 1.74 million limit, 109,000. It says here 50,000 FXRP. Okay, collateral FXRP rewards. Manager is Firelight, and then you got a little point system to it as well. My guess is that going to come from the amount of your state positions, but I'm imagining there's going to be some other things as well. So I like that. I'm excited for Firelight and what they're going to bring to the table. I really, really am. I haven't spoken to a single person over there, but I'm really excited about staking XRP. I'm excited about restaking, right? Getting some LSTs and being able to restake with this XRP as well. So it's going to be very, very cool to see there. Look at that. So yeah, again, I love that we have options. But for me, my XRP, I will be going by way of Flare Networks and XRP file and Flare Networks. That's just me. Some of you guys are going to be excited about. Some people are excited about Doppler Finance, what they got going over there. So we'll see. We'll see if Moy Finance can make some type of comeback. I don't know. I was excited about what they were bringing, but I don't know. We'll see. So I'm excited about this right now. But that looks pretty interesting. They got points here. Staking. That's going to be interesting to see what that's going to look like. Liquid staking is a big deal, right? We do it a lot with Ethereum. We do it a lot with Solana. We're not able to do it with our XRP. So I'm really looking forward to what that looks like. That liquid staking is awesome. Just gives you so much flexibility, so much flexibility. So really, really looking forward to that for sure. Let me do that. What else did I want to share with you guys? This look, I'm gonna cover this link too real quick because I don't know what to say about this link to thing. It's kind of brutal in the streets. John Deaton's doing the live. I told you about that. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Eastern time. I gotta see. Oh, let me share this real quick. The ETH thesis for a fund strat is simple. This is Tom Lee's deal. He's front-running ETH accumulation by the banks. Ethereum is also the extra architecture that future banks will have. Raoul Paul has been saying this from the beginning. Raoul Paul has been like, Look, these major banks, tier one, whatever you want, they're not going to get fired by hopping on Ethereum. They try hopping on some other stuff. It might not work so well for them. So this Tom Lee guy, Fundstrat dude, he is launching a treasury deal for Ethereum. He's going to compete with SBET and um, uh, what's that dude's, the Ethereum dude's name, Lubin's deal. So, but it's coming. All right, here's the John Deaton thing. If you guys want this, here it is here. If you know any link to customers, unit holders, investors, or shareholders, please forward this to them. The spaces will serve as the calm before the storm. Indeed. John's doing like a little Simon Dixon move here. If you know, you know. Let me put this link here for you guys, for you people that might have been involved in a link to there. So you can tune into John Deaton's spaces. Moy burned you? How so? David? Moy Finance? Rick Cisneros is in the building. What's going on, bro? Legendary is here. What's going on, brother? Rick Cisneros says, even a year ago, none of us thought this was imaginable. Finally, XRP and XRPL and moving forward in the right direction. Well, I was asking the question, right? A while ago, a minute ago. Who is going to be the Ave of the XRPL? Who's right? Who's going to be the compound? Who's going to be the maker DAO of the XRPL? And I asked the same question for Flare Networks as well. In the right direction, moving from left to right on adoption curve. There you go. Flare XRP are in the 10% bucket now. That's right. Oh, you got XRP in the 10% bucket? Okay. Flare XRP in the 10% bucket. I hear you, bro. XRP will be running, says Legendary. I think it's a matter of time. Really? Oh, that sucks, David. I wonder what the point system means and how it's going to be used in Firelight. Yeah, it's going to be probably the weight of your stake, for sure. I don't know what other type of things they may do, but they may yapping is very, very popular now. They may start some kind of just yapping is just a form of promoting, talking, posting about a project that might be part of it as well. Rick Cisneros. Oh, that sucks, David. Developers would not help. Oh, that's not a good look. That sucks. Yeah, you're welcome. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. That'd be really, really cool. We always like to have just as many likes as we got viewers in the stream. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we say David a lot is don't chase the game, let the game come to you. It's funny to have people in the Patreon that, kind of hinting around small positions that I share, right? Small positions that I share on different things. And I always say the same thing. Don't chase the game, let the game come to you. I share one of my liquidity positions on a leveraged where you could leverage your liquidity pool. You could get in a liquidity pair and leverage it 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x. Started out $100, right? $100, right? Because it's just this thing when things were new. You want platforms and blockchains and dApps. You want them to prove themselves to you, right? See this protocol, for example, just got a major hack, didn't it not? What did I risk? About $150. About 150. Now I got, they made everyone whole, but that was the risk. You know, that was the risk. Yeah. So guys, do me a favor, hit that like button on the way in. That'd be really, really cool. Again, we'd like to have just as many likes as we got viewers in the stream. Crypto Eddie, I want to say she's been kind of sounding the alarm, recommending other places to take advantage of private equity, in reference to Link 2. And I don't know if she was originally with them or she eventually was with them and then no longer with them, something like that. But uh, when she started kind of sounding an alarm, for some reason, there was just certain people who were just trying to throw shade at her for sounding the alarm, and yeah, that's not cool. So Crypto Eddie says here, after tomorrow's link to news, will those same company supporters call me a failed, sour former employee? Employee? So anyway, I was well aware of all the bad actors and told many publicly and privately for years. Hmm. Unfortunately, saying I told you so won't change the final outcome, but a bankruptcy will end my lifetime NDA. So she had a lifetime NDA. So she was with them at one point doing something. So that's very, very interesting, but that's what she puts out there. So um, it's tough. That's very, 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 very tough. So that is the link to news. But again, for me, the exciting thing is this XRPL EVM sidechain going live. Should I look at Squid Router? Let me see something with Squid. I saw something. There it is about you can use your Kepler wallet to access or get onto the XRPL EVM sidechain. So let me see something. Let me go to Squid Router. That won't do it. I had something, the Kepler wallet, you could type in XRPL EVM and it came up. Unlike everything, users from all corners of crypto cannot access these dApps on XRPL, and XRPL builders can welcome users from any chain, just like Vertex, Strobe, Moi are already doing. Over a decade of innovation, now at your fingertips. Do more with your XRP. So they apparently put something on Squid on mirror.xyz. Let me see if they leave a link or something. It says, and that's saying Squid Router. Squid makes it easy to bring XRP on chain, so you can use across DeFi, connect to top apps, and discover everything the XRP ecosystem has to offer. Let me see if I can find it. Where would I have saved that? Hmm. Huh. I don't remember where I saved it. But it says you could, I think, I mean, let me, uh, I'll access my Kepler wallet here and see if I can find that. So what do you guys think, man? I mean, this is pretty exciting news. This being up. I think this is really, really exciting news. I think this is going to be a big deal. Again, for XRP holders, creating demand for the native asset XRP is going to be awesome. And being able to use your XRP if you choose to go into different areas and different liquidity pools and Cosmos or wherever it's going to be, um, I think is awesome for sure. And if you're just holding it, that's one thing. I will be certainly using a percentage of my XRP and for the networks, minting FXRP and doing that deal for sure. So I hope you guys are excited about it. It's a new day. Again, that's right, David. Price discovery is coming for sure. Summer should be interesting. I don't know. I think summer was supposed to be ETF summer, Solana, XRP. We'll see when that happens. I think that's more likely to happen. Summer is June, July, August. I think it's more than likely going to happen in the fall with these ETFs, Solana or XRP. I don't know who's going to be next or first or whatever. My guess is it's going to be XRP, but we shall see. But if you're doing the flow, you're following the money, where the money is flowing, where is this money flowing into, or where is it flowing? Gonna flow into. Oh, that's what it seems like. It's going to be those two. For sure. It's going to be those two for sure, guys. Do me a favor, hit that like button. I'm going to hop off here. Appreciate you guys checking in. Let me do this real quick. We can take a look at the numbers before I hop off. Just for an update, the total cryptocurrency market cap is down 1.5%. It's at 3.43 trillion. The Bitcoin dominance, live update on that. If that's still in the 60-something percent, that means alt season is not around the corner. It's at 65%. So it's not around the corner, and we got to leave 60% for it to be around the corner. Bitcoin is trading at 170,000 for altcoin season to be around the corner. Ethereum is trading at $2,400. XRP is trading at $2.22. Solana is at $156. 30-day numbers are, not great. Solana. I can't believe Hyperliquid moved into a top 10 in market cap that fast. I mean, that is crazy. And the beloved Sui is trading at $2.80. It is down 14% on a 30-day. For me, checking the Bitcoin dominance is kind of that signal. Of course, the Fed rate cut is a signal, but the Bitcoin dominance has got to get out of 60%, begin to be in the 50% for us to begin to get that signal that alt season is coming. It's around the corner, these type of deals. So guys, do me a favor, hit the like button on the way out. That'd be really, really, really awesome. And if you happen to be in that 55% or so of people that are hanging out, listening to and watching the CryptoCeej, do me a favor. If you've been enjoying those hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so that you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money, it doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this or perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.